Why police replaced the Doberman. For decades, one dog stood as the unmistakable symbol of authority. Tall, elegant, fearless, and fiercely loyal, the Doberman Pinscher was once the preferred police dog in many parts of the world. Its sleek black and tan coat, piercing stare, and athletic body made criminals think twice before making a move. Simply seeing a Doberman beside an officer was often enough to discourage trouble before it even began. But if the Doberman was so effective, why don't we see police departments using them today? Why have they largely disappeared from modern Canine units, replaced by breeds like the German Shepherd and Belgian Malinois? Did the Doberman suddenly become a bad working dog? Did it lose its courage, intelligence, or physical ability? The answer is far more complex than most people realize. The Doberman wasn't replaced because it failed. It was replaced because policing changed. Criminals changed. The demands placed on working dogs evolved, and other breeds gradually proved better suited to those new challenges. Today's story explores the rise, dominance, and gradual decline of one of history's greatest protection dogs. This is the story of why police replaced the Doberman. Before understanding why the Doberman disappeared from police work, we first have to understand why it became so popular in the first place. The Doberman's story begins in Germany during the late 19th century. A tax collector named Carl Friedrich Louis Doberman had an unusual problem. His work required him to travel through dangerous areas while carrying money. At the time, robbery was common, and protection was difficult to find. Instead of hiring guards, Doberman decided to create the perfect protector. He wanted a dog that was intelligent enough to understand commands, powerful enough to stop an attacker, fast enough to chase criminals, and loyal enough to protect its owner without hesitation. By selectively breeding several powerful working dogs, including old German shepherding dogs, Rottweiler ancestors, German Pinschers, and possibly the now extinct Black and Tan Terrier, he created a remarkable new breed. The result was unlike anything the world had seen before. The Doberman combined speed, intelligence, courage, and elegance into one incredible package. Unlike heavier Mastiff breeds, the Doberman was incredibly agile. Unlike many hunting breeds, it naturally focused on protecting people. It quickly gained a reputation as one of the most dependable guardian dogs in Europe. As cities grew and organized police forces expanded, officers noticed the breed's remarkable abilities. The Doberman learned quickly. It obeyed commands eagerly. It wasn't easily distracted. Most importantly, it possessed enormous confidence. A nervous police dog is dangerous. A confident one becomes an invaluable partner. The Doberman displayed exactly the type of controlled aggression police agencies wanted. It wasn't naturally reckless. Instead, it evaluated situations before reacting. That made training easier and reduced unnecessary accidents. By the early 20th century, police departments across Europe had begun experimenting with Dobermans in patrol duties. The results were impressive. The dogs tracked suspects, guarded prisoners, protected officers, patrolled warehouses, secured military installations, escorted important officials. Their reputation spread rapidly. Then came war. During both World Wars, Dobermans served alongside soldiers in remarkable numbers. They carried messages through gunfire, delivered medical supplies, located wounded troops, warned soldiers about approaching enemies, guarded camps, performed sentry duties. Many sacrificed their lives protecting the people beside them. The United States Marine Corps especially developed a close relationship with Dobermans during World War II. These fearless dogs earned the nickname Devil Dogs. On the Pacific Islands, they detected hidden Japanese positions before soldiers walked into deadly ambushes. Many Marines believed the dogs saved countless lives. Their bravery became legendary. Back home, police departments admired those achievements. If a dog could perform under battlefield conditions, surely it could handle city streets. Throughout the 1940s and 1950s, the Doberman became one of the world's premier police dogs. Newspapers frequently published photographs of officers standing proudly beside their Doberman partners. Hollywood reinforced the image. Movies portrayed Dobermans as fearless guardians capable of stopping dangerous criminals. Public perception grew stronger every year. People respected them. Criminals feared them. Families admired them. The Doberman had become a global symbol of security. But behind the scenes, trainers were beginning to notice certain limitations. These weren't major flaws. Most people never noticed them. Yet police trainers, whose lives depended on their dogs, paid attention to every weakness. One of the earliest concerns involved physical endurance. The Doberman is an outstanding athlete. It can sprint with incredible speed. It changes direction almost instantly. It jumps fences with ease. The Doberman remained exceptional, but another breed was quietly proving even more versatile. And that would eventually change police work forever. One of the biggest myths about the Doberman is that police departments stopped using the breed because it wasn't brave enough. Nothing could be further from the truth. A properly bred Doberman is one of the bravest dogs ever developed. It doesn't back away from confrontation. It doesn't hesitate when its family is threatened. And it has repeatedly demonstrated its willingness to put itself in danger to protect the people it trusts. Courage was never the problem. The challenge was consistency. Police departments don't train one or two dogs. Large agencies may work with dozens or even hundreds of canines over many years. Trainers need predictable results from every generation. Over time, they found that German Shepherds consistently produced a larger number of dogs with the exact balance of confidence, drive, and stability required for police work. That doesn't mean every German Shepherd was perfect or every Doberman fell short. It simply meant the odds favored the German Shepherd. As police agencies invested more money into breeding and training programs, they naturally leaned toward the breed that gave them the most reliable outcomes. Then another factor entered the picture: versatility. Modern police dogs are expected to perform far more than protection work. A single Canine may search for missing children, track an armed suspect through dense vegetation, detect narcotics or explosives, locate evidence hidden in fields, patrol crowded events, and then calmly interact with the public. Switching between those roles requires remarkable emotional control. The best police dogs must instantly change from intense drive to complete obedience. German Shepherds proved exceptionally adaptable. Then, during the late 20th century, another competitor emerged: the Belgian Malinois. At first, relatively few departments used them. But trainers quickly noticed something extraordinary. The Malinois possessed relentless energy. It could work for incredibly long periods without losing focus. It was lighter than the German Shepherd, making it faster and more agile in many situations. Its intense desire to work made it a favorite among elite military and police units. Soon, many agencies that once relied on Dobermans were choosing German Shepherds or Belgian Malinois instead. This wasn't because the Doberman had become a poor dog. It was because two other breeds better matched the evolving demands of modern policing. Health also played a significant role. Every working dog faces the risk of injury, but some breeds are more prone to inherited medical conditions than others. The Doberman has long struggled with several serious genetic diseases. One of the most concerning is dilated cardiomyopathy, often shortened to DCM. This heart disease weakens the heart muscle over time. A dog may appear perfectly healthy one day and suffer life-threatening heart failure later. For a family pet, this is heartbreaking. For a police department investing thousands of dollars and hundreds of training hours into a Canine, it becomes a major concern. Departments need dogs capable of serving for many years. An early retirement due to illness represents a significant loss. Dobermans can also experience issues such as cervical vertebral instability, commonly called wobbler syndrome. This condition affects the neck and spinal cord, potentially causing weakness, pain, and difficulty walking. While not every Doberman develops these problems, the possibility is something police agencies cannot ignore. When selecting a breed for demanding service, long-term health matters. Insurance costs matter. Veterinary expenses matter. Years of reliable service matter. These practical considerations gradually pushed many agencies toward breeds with broader working populations and fewer widespread hereditary concerns. Training philosophy changed as well. Early police dogs often relied heavily on intimidation. The sight of a powerful Doberman standing beside an officer was meant to discourage confrontation before it began. Today, Canine programs place greater emphasis on control than fear. A modern police dog must respond instantly to commands, even in chaotic environments. It cannot bite unless legally justified. It must release immediately when ordered. It must ignore innocent bystanders. It must remain composed despite shouting, crowds, flashing lights, or loud noises. While Dobermans are highly trainable, Many trainers found that German Shepherds and Belgian Malinois offered a larger pool of dogs with the intense work drive needed for these constantly changing tasks. Breeding priorities also shifted. As the Doberman became increasingly popular with the public, many breeders focused on appearance rather than working ability. Winning dog shows became more important than producing exceptional service dogs. Long, elegant necks, perfect body proportions, glossy coats, graceful movement. These characteristics became highly valued in the show ring. Meanwhile, working-line German Shepherds and Belgian Malinois continued to be bred primarily for performance. Police agencies naturally preferred bloodlines that emphasized working instincts over appearance. This difference widened year after year. By the time many departments reconsidered the Doberman, the working populations of German Shepherds and Malinois had advanced even further. Cost was another factor. Training a police dog requires an enormous investment. The purchase price is only the beginning. Months of specialized instruction follow. Handlers train alongside their dogs every day. Equipment, veterinary care, transportation, and certification all add to the expense. Departments cannot afford uncertainty. They prefer breeds with long, proven records of success and large numbers of experienced trainers. German Shepherds and Belgian Malinois fit that requirement perfectly. As more agencies adopted those breeds, training methods, breeding programs, and professional expertise became increasingly centered around them. The Doberman gradually became less common, not because it lacked talent, but because momentum favored its competitors. Yet despite these changes, the Doberman never lost its reputation as an exceptional protector. Military units in some countries continued using them. Private security companies appreciated their speed and intimidating appearance. Many executive protection teams valued their loyalty and alertness. And countless families discovered that the Doberman remained one of the finest personal protection dogs ever created. Its devotion to its owner is extraordinary. A well-trained Doberman forms an incredibly close bond with its family that is intelligent enough to distinguish between normal visitors and genuine threats. It is affectionate at home, yet vigilant when danger appears. Those qualities never disappeared. The Doberman simply found a different role. Instead of becoming the face of modern police work, it became one of the world's most respected guardian and companion breeds. Its legacy remains powerful, even if its presence in police fleets has faded. As the 21st century began, one thing had become clear. The Doberman's decline in police work was not the result of failure. It was the result of progress. Law enforcement had changed dramatically. The responsibilities of Police K-9 units had expanded far beyond what anyone could have imagined when the Doberman first entered service. Today's police dogs don't simply patrol streets. They search airports, detect explosives, locate narcotics, track missing children, find disaster victims buried beneath collapsed buildings, search vast forests for fugitives, assist tactical units during hostage situations, protect officers during dangerous arrests, work inside helicopters, travel by boat, deploy with military special operations teams, and sometimes perform several of these jobs in a single week. To meet those demands, police departments naturally gravitated toward breeds that could perform every task at an exceptionally high level. The German Shepherd became the all-around standard. The Belgian Malinois became the high-energy specialist favored by many elite units. The Doberman remained excellent, but in a world demanding maximum versatility, excellent was no longer enough to stay on top. That reality can be difficult for Doberman enthusiasts to accept, but replacing one breed with another does not erase its accomplishments. If anything, the Doberman helped shape the standards that modern police dogs are expected to meet. Many of the training principles used today were refined during the years when Dobermans served proudly beside officers. Their intelligence influenced breeding programs. Their courage inspired trainers. Their loyalty became the benchmark for what every working dog should strive to be. Even today, many experienced handlers speak with tremendous respect for the Doberman. They describe a dog that is deeply connected to its handler. A dog that seems to anticipate commands before they're spoken. A dog that wants nothing more than to protect its family. That emotional connection is one of the Doberman's greatest strengths. Unlike some breeds that appear motivated almost entirely by the work itself, many Dobermans seem motivated by the person they serve. That creates an incredibly close partnership. For families seeking a loyal guardian, that quality is priceless. The Doberman also remains one of the most recognizable protection dogs on Earth. Its silhouette is unmistakable. Its alert posture commands attention. Its athletic build communicates confidence without excessive bulk. Even people who know little about dogs instantly recognize a Doberman as a serious protector. That reputation was earned through decades of faithful service. Of course, no breed is perfect. German Shepherds have their own health challenges. Belgian Malinois can be overwhelming for inexperienced owners because of their relentless energy and intense drive. Even Labrador Retrievers, widely considered one of the friendliest breeds, are not suited for every working role. Every breed represents a balance of strengths and weaknesses. The Doberman is no exception. It excels in speed. It excels in intelligence. It excels in loyalty. It excels in personal protection. But when police agencies evaluated every requirement of modern Canine work, endurance, adaptability, breeding consistency, health, climate tolerance, and specialized performance, they found that other breeds better fit their evolving needs. That decision wasn't emotional. It was practical, and practical decisions often determine which dogs wear the badge. Yet the Doberman story is far from over. Around the world, responsible breeders continue working to improve the breed's health and preserve its remarkable working instincts. Organizations are investing in genetic research to reduce inherited diseases. Working-line Dobermans continue to compete in obedience, protection sports, search and rescue, and other demanding disciplines. Some still serve in security and law enforcement roles, especially in specialized situations where their speed, intelligence, and imposing presence are valuable. The breed's future depends on preserving what made it legendary in the first place: sound temperament, courage, intelligence, and physical capability. For anyone considering a Doberman, it's important to understand what you're bringing into your home. This is not a dog that thrives with little exercise or minimal interaction. A Doberman needs structure. It needs training. It needs mental stimulation. It needs a close relationship with its owner. Given those things, it can become one of the most devoted companions a person could ask for. Neglected or poorly trained, however, such intelligence and athleticism can become difficult to manage. The breed deserves owners who appreciate both its power and its sensitivity. Perhaps the greatest lesson from the Doberman's history is this: success doesn't always last forever. Technology changes. Jobs evolve. New challenges emerge. Even legends eventually pass the torch. But passing the torch is not the same as being forgotten. The Doberman's influence remains woven into the history of police dogs. Without its years of service, the evolution of modern Canine units might have looked very different. It proved that a dog could combine elegance with power, speed with discipline, affection with fearless protection. That legacy cannot be replaced. So, why did police replace the Doberman? Not because it lacked bravery. Not because it lacked intelligence. Not because it stopped protecting. They replaced it because the job evolved, and other breeds proved better suited to the changing demands of modern law enforcement. The Doberman didn't lose its greatness. The profession simply moved in a different direction. And that is an important distinction. Even today, when a Doberman stands alert beside its owner, ears focused, muscles tense, and eyes locked on its surroundings, it reminds us why this breed earned worldwide respect. It remains one of the finest protection dogs ever created. Its badge may no longer be as common, but its legacy endures. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary and want to learn more about the incredible history of powerful working dogs, be sure to watch our video, The Shocking Reason Police Replaced Rottweilers. You'll discover how another legendary breed helped shape police Canine history, and why it, too, eventually gave way to new generations of working dogs. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into the world's most remarkable dog breeds. Until next time, stay safe, and thanks for watching.